Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. How are we doing today, you guys? How's our day going? How are we? Hold on, I'm getting adjusted. We're in our hoodie today. It's getting a little cold here, and I was yapping my trap, whatever. I was yapping all about how I wanted it to get cooler because I was getting tired of the heat, especially since it's October. And now it got a little bit chilly and I'm like, and I'm complaining about being cold. So, I knew it was gonna happen. I always gotta do it to him. I'm full of complaints. What can I say? Sometimes I just love to complain, So here we are, we're in our hoodie. Fifi's here. Hi, baby. Oh, you got an eye boogie. Can I get that for you? Here, come here. Let me get that for you. Oh, there we go. I bet that feels so much better, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I bet it does. I know, Maud. I know. Careful what you wish for always, but we're here. So we got the hoodie on today. I have my favorite hoodie on. It's just a random hoodie I got in Florida, but it's like huge, and I love an oversized fit. There's nothing quite like it, besties. It's not quite time for the hoodie blanket thing. That I can't remember. Was that you that put me on that mod, or did I put you on that, or somebody put me on? Oh, wait, no. I think Roxy put me on it, and then I told someone, I yapped about it for so long on my stream that someone, it might have been you, Mod, but I can't remember. It was someone, though. Okay, it was you, yeah. And they're like, oh, can I get the link? Like, I want that. And it's like the best thing ever. It's not quite that cold yet, so we haven't gotten there, but I do have my favorite hoodie on today. Still shorts, though, we're keeping balance. Here, I might end up getting hot in the hoodie, Feefers? Yeah, you know what I mean. You get it. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? How's our day going? How are we? It's Thursday. We're almost done with this week. I'm feeling pretty good today. Have had some not great news in the past 24 hours. Not really for me, but for a friend, which really sucks. So, some stuff going on, but overall I'm doing pretty good. I have more cavities. Separate news, but I went to the dentist yesterday, and I think I told you guys on Tuesday, I was like, I'm really hoping I don't have more cavities. I have more cavities. And I don't know what the deal is, okay? Because I am very meticulous about brushing my teeth. I never miss, okay? I never miss, and I take my time with it. I don't know what's going on, okay? Now, granted, until this past year, I did not go to the dentist for a couple years. I did that thing where I was avoiding it because I was like, it's been too long and now I'm scared to go. So maybe, this is just the repercussions of that. I fixed a lot of the immediate problems, and now, but this time they were like, oh, you have some really small ones, and technically you can wait, but if you wait, they're just gonna get worse. So you should just do it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I'm getting them filled next month, but I'm not happy about it. I'm a very passionate teeth brusher, if you will. I already have to turn my fan on, but I don't want to take the hoodie off, so I'm just gonna turn the fan on. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on. If somebody out there knows the trick to stop getting cavities, I love sugar. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. I don't even drink soda that much. I don't know what the issue is, but I just can't stop getting cavities. Apparently. So that wasn't the news we wanted, but otherwise my cleaning went well. It went fine. It was good. It was all good. So yeah, that's my life update. I'm kind of nervous, can't stay for long because you have a blind date coming up. Oh, that's exciting, Mod. Well, good luck. I hope it's a love connection. Or if not, I hope at least you have a good time, you know? Maybe you make a friend out of it. Who knows? I hope you have a good time. Good luck. You got this. Picked up flowers for a wife. Pro tip, never stop dating your spouse. That is a pro tip. I feel like, you know, some people be sleeping on that. I'm not married. I'm not even dating anyone right now. But I do feel like, you know, whenever you get comfortable with someone, you kind of lose the art of going on dates, you know? Don't do that. Bitches love dates. Bitches love dates. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure the homies out there also love dates. I love dates. So, yeah, great advice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Today for dinner, I had miso soup and hard-boiled eggs. Weird, not in the same bowl, separately. But that's what I ate because the miso soup wasn't going to be filling enough on its own. So I just ate some hard-boiled eggs on the side because I freaking love hard-boiled eggs. And I have had the eggs for a while, so they need to be eaten. So I ate 3 hard-boiled eggs, and they were delicious. That was my din-din. What else? I finished listening to the audiobook I've been listening to. I think I told you guys about it. I can't remember. It's by an author I really love, but it's kind of a different style from her usual book. Overall, I felt pretty neutral about it. I prefer her other books, but like there's nothing wrong with it either. Like there wasn't anything actually wrong with it. It just wasn't as much my jam, but I'm still glad I read it. And the ending was pretty spectacular, so I will give it that. I liked that. And then I started a new audiobook today. It's like a... I don't think you can technically call it a sequel. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's like the main character in it is like a side character from the first book. So it's like same universe, and it's the events that come after the first book, but it's a different protagonist, you know. But it still includes, so far, I've only read like 2 chapters, but it still includes the characters from the first book. So I don't really know. Do you call that a sequel? What do you call that? I don't know. But I'm reading it. It's like a romantasy. I liked the first book pretty well. So we'll see. Kuru recommended it to me. I think she just finished reading it, and she was really hyping it up. So I was like, okay, I'll read it. It was free on Spotify with my subscription. So I started listening to that. It does have smut, but I'm nervous because so I learned with the first book that there's this thing. So the first book is like a werewolf and a vampire girl. Okay. And they have like an arranged marriage basically. Well, there's like this thing apparently in werewolf smut that I don't like. I find it really weird. That's all I'll say. And needless to say, in this second book, the love interest is also a werewolf, and the main girl is like a half werewolf. She's like half human, half werewolf. Needless to say, this element of werewolf smut is going to be present in this book, and apparently it's more present in this one. So I'm trying to prepare myself for that because I'm not going to enjoy that part of it. But, you know, I decided to still give it a go. So I'll keep you guys updated how that goes. But, yeah, so we'll see. It's always an interesting experience listening to a smut book in audiobook form. I'm like, this is weird. It's a little uncomfortable sometimes, but also sometimes it makes me like nervous laugh, you know? Like, so yeah, we'll see. I'll keep y'all updated on how that goes. Awesome book recommendation, Fool by Christopher Moore. Said it's hilarious. So is it supposed to be like a comedy? Hold on, let me look it up. Let me pull up my Goodreads. For those of you that don't know, if you have a Goodreads and you want to follow me, I did share my Goodreads account in my Discord. I will follow you back. I love to see what people are reading. And you can also see what I'm reading, and I post reviews of the books I read. So if you're interested, follow me on Goodreads. I'll follow you back. I love to see what people read. It's like a great way to find things you otherwise would never maybe come across, you know? Oh, I found it. Okay. Humor, fiction, fantasy, comedy. Ooh, okay. See, I don't think I would come across this. Outrageous New York Times bestseller from the unstoppable Christopher. I was not familiar with your game. I don't even know you, Christopher. Who are you? You're unstoppable, though, apparently. Let's go. A new take on William Shakespeare's King Lear, as seen through the eyes of the foolish liege's clownish jester Pocket, a rousing tale of gratuitous shagging, murder, spanking, maiming, treason, and heretofore unexplored heights of vulgarity and profanity. Wow. That sounds crazy. I will save it. 311 pages. Easy read. Easy read. Okay. Thank you for the recommendation. I'll check it out. But anyways, so that's what I'm reading right now. I'm for physical books, because like not always, but a lot of the times I like to listen to an audiobook at work, and then I'll read a physical book at home. I'm rereading Six of Crows, one of my all-time favorite books. Well, it's a duology. So I'm rereading it because Tay read it finally. Like, I got her to read it, and it just made me want to reread it. So that's what I'm reading at home. I'm just gonna reread both of them. And it's incidentally by the same author as the one that I just finished the audiobook for today. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading. It's a good time. It's a good time. And then I think I'm going to, after I finish those two, I think I'm going to read some spooky books, because I have a couple on my shelf that are like a little spooky vibes. By then, it might not be October anymore, but you know, it's fine. I feel like all of fall is like spooky season, you know, at least to me, because who wants it to be that short? So, yeah, that's what we're reading. And I think that's all I got. Those are my life updates, you know, not too much going on. We're just chilling. We're just getting through the week. My parents are visiting this weekend. That'll be nice to see them. But it also means I need to clean. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And that's about it. It's been a hot minute since we played Danganronpa, because I missed last week, unfortunately. We are in the middle of an investigation for the third trial. I don't know how much left we have, because another person just died. Spoilers, 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 okay? Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. I don't know why you're here if you don't want spoilers. But in case you are and you don't want spoilers, now's the time to like mute me at the very least, okay? Don't get spoiled. I won't be offended if you bow out. But yeah, 2 people are dead. The second one just dropped, so now we need to investigate that whole situation. And hopefully that won't take too long and we can like get into the trial at least a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to get to the halfway point, but I'm hoping we can at least get a little bit into the trial, you know? So without further ado, let's just hop in. We got stuff to do today, besties. We have to find justice for Tenko. I don't care so much about Angie, but we need justice for Tenko. So let's take a look at her body to start, I suppose. She died kind of in the same way. Yeah, new body just dropped. Unfortunately. Why'd it have to be her? I feel so guilty, you know? I feel like this is gonna weigh on my conscience forever. I don't know. Oh, is there like a rock next to her? What's that? Okay, Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Yeah, but if you're like being attacked, if you're like feeling pain, it would probably like unintentionally slip out, right? Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
No.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. Yeah. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Was it somehow in the statue? Oh wait, look, there's blood on top of the cage. And the cage, which was much taller than her body. So how did it splatter? Like, how did it get up there? Look at this rock. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's look at this rock. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon this. Oh, it was that. Okay. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this? Tenko had her forehead on this rock hunched over. What if Kyo set this all up? I mean, he understood how the layout of this whole thing would be. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. This is the cage used in the seance.
is this?
Okay, I know I always blame Kyo, but this is actually like justified a little bit though. You gotta admit, Neo. This time it's justified. Also, we kind of made a truce with Kyo. I'm just saying, he had the capability here, okay? It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. I think it's always a good call to be a little bit suspicious of Kyo, personally. And maybe that's just my bias, but during the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Look at this.
is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. The spatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the
Okay.
cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this blood stain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. Yeah. Is the blood a thing? Okay, no, I think it's just the body, the rock, that... Oh. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
is this?
A hole? Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down
Wait
there?
a minute.
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves? Right, let's do it. And who was standing in that corner? Hold on. I'm looking at my screenshots because I have a screenshot of everybody standing. Okay, in the screenshot, we can see the door. So I think that means Himiko was standing in the corner where that opening was, I believe. Because there isn't a door in the back of this room, right? No. So Himiko was standing there. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Here the girls bumping around. Oh, I can't talk to them. Okay, maybe I have to back out first. Let's look at this stuff. The white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kia was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back... Oh, it's got some blood on it. Okay. Looks like there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth. She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Interesting. I feel like this one's gonna be pretty mind-boggling for me. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. Took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly.
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. Two girls. What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? What?
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Okay, let's talk to everyone. Tsumugi. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later. Huh?
Because...
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko, and all of us.
I guess...
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize.
Well...
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason why they're a little unstable. That is sus. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
This...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could do so easily, right?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose. Yeah, that's pretty significant, I feel.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait!
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
What?
But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
I thought...
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko.
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? Oh, Gonta, it's not you. Unless it is you.
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this...
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. Seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time,
is stupid.
cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, why does he look happy all of a sudden? Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
Oh.
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. Yeah, the sound I feel like almost could align with the floorboards like moving or being like moved around. You know what I mean? Okay, so that was Kyo. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now, girl! Okay, the killer is one of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place. No, not necessarily. Huh? Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be...
It's giving, like, the potentiality for a under the floorboards kill, like the first murder in Danganronpa 2. But they wouldn't do the same exact thing, so there's gotta be another element to it, even if someone was doing something like under the floorboards. We'll have to see what it looks like under there and what we can kind of piece together from that. So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility. Shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? I'm so sorry, Miyu, but why couldn't it have been you? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Be a pretty hilarious nickname if she was willing to say it to Tenko's face and suffer the potential consequences. True. Waiting until after she was dead is just extra classless. Truly. Yeah, because Miu is such a coward. Oh, oops. Let's say Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive, but when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. Wait a second. I think I took a screenshot of that picture, so I'm gonna look at it real quick. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. Darn, didn't it kind of look like there was a weird triangle or something on the floor in the picture? But I missed it. If it pulls up the picture again, I'll take another look. We'll see. Oh, you mean like maybe the killer came up through the floorboards and then escaped back down through them? That's definitely possible. They'd have to move a lot of floorboards to do that, though, just to make a hole big enough to fit through. I do find the hole in the corner interesting. Like, maybe one of us up here could have been handed something, like they had help. In that case, I do think Himiko is suspicious just because she was standing in that corner. And I think, like, I was technically standing in this corner. So, like, the next closest person that could, like, sneak up to it. Well, I guess whoever was over here would be, or maybe it was Kokichi. Hold on, let me look again. So like, yeah, I was the next, I was in this, you see my, oh wait, no, you can't see my mouse, but okay, so I was in this corner in the foreground. Himiko was here, which is where the gap in the floorboards is, and then Kyo was over, you see my mouse again. Well, Kyo is in the corner he's standing near right now, basically. So, Kokichi was the furthest away from her. He's in the opposite corner. Okay, let's see. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. Yeah, I also didn't realize, I didn't see Kibo there, even though he's lit up. Let's talk to him real quick. Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Oh, okay. You had nothing important to say. Cool. Okay, I think we're, or have I talked to Kokichi?
Oh,
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. Okay, nothing really helpful for. Oh, there's more here? Oh, the circle. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Oh, dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well.
Hold on. I hear the cats making a lot of noise, and I just want to make sure they're not getting in trouble. What are y'all doing? Are you just running around? I hear your paws thundering. Yes. Yes, I see thundering all over the apartment. I have eyes on them. I don't know what they're doing. I think maybe they're wrestling. Like, I think they're body slamming each other. But they look happy and there's no hissing, so go off, queens. All right, was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling all right? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I've performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body.
I'm right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. Kind of refreshing, actually.
But
in any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document.
Hey.
Isn't that right, Kyo? Seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. That it? Oh no, there's still more. Oh, the light. Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Well, if it had the potential to be someone like Kibo, he probably has like night vision or something, just saying. But he wasn't in the room, so he would have had to like sneak in. Which is again possible, but me. I think we've done everything close here. Maybe there's more on her body. I feel like this always happens. I always get stuck on not looking at something I'm supposed to have looked at. Maybe I have to do the other candle. Oh. Here. This floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard
If I
loose?
remember correctly.
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance. Why would it come loose during the seance? A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose.
Hey!
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
By the way,
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for
That's
light?
true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, it should be fine. Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down. Okay, got it. Okay, we'll see. Hi, Pan Pan. How's it going? No worries, no worries. We have not gotten that far. We're just investigating Tenko's murder right now. So we're about to go under the floorboards and see what happened. Maki seems insistent spirits can't possibly exist, which I suppose makes sense as an assassin that double or more her workload. She'd need to learn to kill ghosts to make sure the job is actually done. That's funny. You know, fair enough. Pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Let's see what we find out down here. Oh, nice animation. Interesting, there's more blood further up. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues. It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. I would expect this on like a ground floor. Oh. Oh. I would expect this on like a ground floor, but this seems like an interesting build given we're upstairs. I mean, I know nothing about architecture. Is this normal? Is this how floors are usually built? Or even just like sometimes built? For like upstairs? You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Yeah, it's dripping all right. Bloody sickle. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it. The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this?
This came from my research lab. It did?
Well,
Sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your own clothes, too.
Well.
It's pretty big, but okay. I'll trust you. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches. And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
that's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right? Well, I'm assuming it's in the corner of the room, like it was thrown into the corner of the room where the opening in the floorboard was.
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. I don't think the stab wound is on the front of her throat though. So it seems like it had to have happened like from above ground. To my understanding anyway. I guess technically they could have like lifted the blanket and then stabbed, but that doesn't explain then how the blood got on top of the cage and like the underneath, unless it just splattered that much. But like directly up seems kind of a weird way for it to splatter. I don't know, but again, I'm also not a blood spatter expert, so I don't know. Probably just extra work to have appropriate sprites. But I find it pretty hilarious that they specifically say they're on all fours, but the sprites are the normal standing ones. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. They could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Oh, look. Part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut.
That's
oh, yeah,
true.
I see. There's like a gap. It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. From what I can see of
That's
it,
true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece that's supporting it has been cut. The culprit did all of this, then why? Well, this definitely seems to indicate that they had a plan for this. They would have had to do that in advance, obviously. This is dried blood. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here? Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this
What do you
floorboard.
mean?
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she was killed?
That's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Gosh, I feel so lost, especially compared to the last trial where I kind of had a good idea of what happened. I feel really lost with this one. With both of them, really. Well, I think we are a little bit more... We have more ideas for what happened with Angie. This one, I'm not too sure. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here. Okay, so they definitely probably, like, the killer was in another room and traveled through the floorboards of an adjacent room to get underneath here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the
No.
hallway. True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did all right because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. Not if you're someone like Kibo. Plus, there's a candle in here. That might make it impossible to move around
Nope.
in there. And they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? Maybe. I think we've finished investigating here. Then
Is
again,
that all right?
how recently did Miyu do the upgrade for Kibo? Because I know it's like a recent thing, but like, when exactly did she install that? Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Girls, what on earth are you doing out there? Hold on. I feel like they just knocked something over. What is going on? All the way up. I think they were playing in a box. I have a cardboard box out there, but it was like pushed up against the wall, kind of. So I moved it so it wouldn't be banging against it so much. But I think they're just really excitedly jumping in the box. They're like super hyped up right now. Super zoomies. Probably the day you say her doing maintenance and nothing else to Kibo. Been busy with the computer room all day ever since that exploration. See, I don't remember what day that was. Or the day you saw her doing maintenance and nothing. Oh, right. I know what you're talking about. The one with the picture. Yeah, probably that day, huh? That makes sense. All right. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. I just keep looking back and I just see freaking like Fifi just flying. Like they are hyped up. Yeah, I feel ya. I am also sad about Tenko. And I have a lot of guilt. You know, I feel very bad about the whole situation. Angie, she was getting on my nerves.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the black end we need to vote for
You're right.
is the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. Oh, right. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay,
Yes, of course.
but
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both of their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. All right, well, I think we're done here then. So let's head out. I agree. I did not like that she smashed that light. She was crazy for that. But I also didn't like that she was indoctrinating everyone either. That sucked. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. What? What is happening?
It's a lie!
Oh my god, this motherfucker! I was about to shut down the whole game. I was about to shut down the game and never open it ever again. This bitch. Don't make me hate you, Kokichi. What the hell is wrong with you? What the fuck? What the fuck is your problem? I love you way too much for you to be playing with my feelings like this. Oh my god, you guys, my heart's racing. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. That scared me so bad. That got me good. Oh my god. Brother, I was like, ain't no way. A triple murder? This motherfucker. Whew, okay. I need a drink of water. I need a moment. Ooh. That scared me. This little bitch. Interesting that the double killing has different rules all three games. First game, only the person who planned it counted, even if they didn't physically kill both. Granted, the first blackened of that case was already dead, so would be anticlimactic. 2, Monokuma says he just won't let there be 2 killers, and V3, it's just the first body to be found that counts, which is technically the opposite of 1. Yeah, it is really interesting, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? Not in terror, in literal, like, devastation. You're my comic relief. This was not funny, Kokichi. This was not fucking funny. What are you doing? Ugh. Let me get a picture, though.
Oh?
Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something. So I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through a floorboard?
So mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything. Oh, sorry. My bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. Okay, but like, how do you know about the crosspieces? Do you just have knowledge of architecture? Or do you know it because you've been under them before? What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean... Oh, are we done?
Huh?
Confidence. Dreams. That's what the killing game is all about. Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes.
Fans? Who are you talking to right now, Monokuma?
Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the killing game. The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
True that, Axon, true that. I mean, I am, yes. Are we breaking the 4th wall? Like, what's happening? I guess time's up. Oh, man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check? He's not going to tell us. Oh, wait, he's telling us. I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial. So, see you there. You good, brother? Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Okay. Whatever you say, my guy. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I can never trust a word that comes out of his mouth. It's just a matter of, like, in what way. I never know how I should be suspicious of him. And, like, and not just that, I never know, like, how much of a problem he's being. Is he being suspicious because he's lying, because he's done something? Or is he being suspicious and lying just because he's wanting to cause trouble? Because he's just a little chaos gremlin, you know? Like, most of the time, or so far, he's just a chaos gremlin. So just because he's being sus and behaving in like a weird way or in a way that is like unhelpful to us doesn't necessarily mean he's done something bad, or at least you know, like killing someone bad. So I just never really know what to think or expect with him, so we just have to keep in mind that we can't really trust what he says. All right, okay, is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Die.
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? No, I'm good. I think I'm chilling, you know? I think I'm not trying to... I'm not trying to die, personally. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's a person you just can't, like, really get a good grasp on. You don't know, like, when he's truly being your ally and when, you know, you just can't tell what his true motivations are, because sometimes it seems like he's just doing stuff for his own entertainment, and sometimes it seems like he's more motivated for, you know, a reason. Which it would be either to help or to harm, you know what I mean? Like, you just can never be sure. Oh, that's Maki's lab. Okay, wait, so where's the... is the entrance at the normal spot? That's like the red door, right? I think. This place is so weird. Were these always here? This looks different. Am I crazy? Like the windows and stuff look normal, but I don't remember all that shit on the wall. Maybe I am just tripping out. I don't know. Anyways. I love the chaos he brings, though. Keeps things exciting, you know? Keeps things interesting, keeps me on my toes. I don't know why I'm choosing to walk. I could have just teleported, but now I've committed to this, you know? So, it is what it is. Okay, where exactly am I right now? This way, I think. Oh, never mind. It's not there. In the courtyard. Okay. I forget, what was the red door? Not this red door. Other red door. What's up, baby? Oh. You just meowing from over there? Usually when Iris is meowing at me, she's like on the floor behind me, but she's just sitting on the dresser. What's up, baby? Well, what's going on? What's happening? You got some thoughts? No, I didn't do it for that. I don't know why. I just decided to walk. I didn't even really think about it. But I guess the bonus is that I leveled up. Hi, Iris. What's going on, baby? You have some thoughts before we hop into this trial? What are you thinking, babe? Let me know. I can use help from you. Iris always knows all the right answers. She does. She's a little investigator. Aren't ya? Yes, you are. You're so smart. That's why. All right. It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us. Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. Oh, he got his blood cleaned up. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, going to do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito level idiot. Damn.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall or— Hey, Kaede? What the hell do you mean? What the fuck? I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine. Also, Rantaro?
Booyah!
Like, girl, what? These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
True. Atua, please lend us your power. Boo. It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
No.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Oh, right. Kirumi was like running the damn country, so I mean, really. Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. Tells me what to do whenever I'm
Got a
in
minute?
trouble. How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap. Hi, baby. Hi, Iris. Thanks for visiting. I'm not really sitting in the best lappy position right now, but I'm really comfy. But if you curl up like right here, Iris, there's a little spot for you right here. What do you think? We could give it a try. We could give it a try. What do you think? Why not give it a try? You know, it's like a little bowl for you. Oh my goodness. Hello. She's in a very loving mood. Oh my goodness, sweet girl. Me is the killer. Game over. We win. Let's go. Let's go. I wouldn't be mad at it because I'm just so sick of Miu at this point. I really am. Right, Iris?
we're sick of it.
What do you think? Why don't you try laying here? I know it's a little bit different than our normal setup, but I think it could work. He said, no, I'm just gonna stand on top of you and rub against the mic. Rub my face all over the mic. I mean, fair enough, Queen. Fair enough. All right. Did you get it out of your system? Nope, you're coming back for more. Hi, baby. My goodness, aren't you sweet? Well, my goodness. You saying hi to everyone? Saying hi to everyone? Said yes. Oh, now you're rubbing against the straw on my cup. That's a new one. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that one, Iris. I'm trying to wait for her to settle, but I don't think she knows where she wants to settle. Come on, why don't you try this spot? I promise it could work out. It could be really good if you believe. Or honestly, you can try to lay on my legs, but they're not really in like a normal configuration at the moment. Oh goodness, but I can't have you standing in front of my screen. Your body is perfectly covering the text box. All right, that's an improvement. Now your body is perfectly covering chat. Still not ideal. What if I move you into the spot? Here, let's try it. He said, no, I don't want that. But that's not what I asked for. But what do you think now that you're here? Just like if you were to lay, just like lay down a little bit. Lower thine butt into the chair. Okay. She ran. She said, oh, fuck no, mother. Okay. All right. Continuing. Yeah, the trial this time is going to be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap. His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Right already.
No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so...
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Yeah, I do agree that he bullies Kibo for no reason, but I do still like love Kokichi, just generally speaking. Just not that part. But I like his overall personality, and he makes me laugh, which is really necessary in this world because shit is just always going wrong. Why did the seance fail? I never did figure out why. Okay, brother, you have got to put that aside for a little bit, okay? Let's solve the murder first, and then we can focus on that. In fact, we'll probably figure out why it failed by figuring out who murdered them, why, and how. Okay? So maybe let's focus on that, brother. I see he's still more interested in that than the case.
Damn.
This trial's gonna be rough since I couldn't do any investigating. What are you crying for? I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met.
Shut up!
Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys have me figured out already, so there's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes, no matter what situation he's in.
Listen up!
Try using your brain so I don't have to. My golden brain cells are a gift to the entire world.
Please wait.
I feel ya, Pan Pan. I feel ya. It's true, though I do not know if it can be attributed to God per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. Can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it.
On your knees!
On your knees? Why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
That inner voice is probably just a radio or something, like in taxis and stuff.
That is not
It
funny.
was unwise of me to confide in you all. Going to do his best to help. Well, thanks, Gonta. That's appreciated. Oh yeah, she's still not well. Fair enough, fair enough. So in the end, the culprit really was... No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts.
Okay.
Atua and Ghost don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. All right, well, I say let's get this going. Let's get this party started, baby. That would be funny because I said whenever I first started this game, that Kibo kind of looks like Makoto, just like ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. So that'd be kind of funny. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster, downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth,
Now then!
let's hurry up and get this started.
Extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Onaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Okay, yeah, that gap I saw was from the floorboard being moved. That triangle I had been talking about. Get pictures of those since I didn't have them yet. Then Tenko Tabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? See, this whole page is still alive. Two different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that we can lie. And I forget how you lie. Yeah, let's save. I'll have to look. I remember there's different music, but I don't like recognize the music from the other one. I need to like memorize that. Okay. All saved. I think there was a skill I was trying to get, but I don't remember what it was. But I feel like I remember a whole conversation about it. The music is pretty much the same as the normal music, but the lyrics kick in right away rather than after the first loop. Oh gosh. See, I feel like I just won't notice that. Rebuttal showdown. And the other problem is I can't remember. Is this the slicey game? Is that the slice one? Have we done the mine one yet? Imagination excavation? I can't remember what anything is called. I mean, I know nonstop debate, obviously, and mass panic debates. I know those ones. Increases the delay after using truth bullets or truth blades. Okay, I think rebuttal showdown is the blade one. Focus gauge drains slower while concentrating and during fever time. Fully recovers the influence gauge while concentrating during fever time. Effective during all parts of the class trial. Wait, so what part is considered fever time? And, penetrates the white noise, okay. Kills B point. Faint Miko's ability silences all conversations except those the reticle is on. Oh, okay. Instantly silences loud voices, effective during mass panic. The keyword in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start. Effective during debate scrums. Oh. Okay, that's that one where it's like people lined up, right? And you just select the keyword. Fever time is the super mode during the dance battle. Okay, so does that mean then for that? So what does that mean for the ones that aren't the dance battle? Because it said it can be used during all... I forget which one we were looking at now. Effective during all parts of the class trial. Oh wait, no, that's not that one. Because that's not the one that mentions fever. Where's the one that mentioned fever, but also said it's during all parts of the class trial? Yeah, this one. The focus gauge drains slower while concentrating and during fever time. Oh, okay, I understand. While concentrating and during fever time. Never mind. I feel like this is a pretty good one. Was this the one I was trying to save for? Because gaining some influence back while concentrating is good. Like, I could concentrate just to regain some influence if I'm feeling a little, like, you know. Like, I feel like that's a pretty damn good one, and I can use it during any part. I'm sure it doesn't do, like, a crazy amount, but I think this one would be good for me because I tend to get wrong answers enough that I get a little nervous by my influence going down. I think that's a better move for me than to do like more time or something like that. I think this is the one that I was trying to save for, to regain it rather than drain slower. Or wait, oh no, that one's for the focus gauge anyway, so that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, technically both of these sound really good because then this one kind of feeds into this because you have more concentration to use. So maybe that could be like a next one to get to like pair with it. But I think this one's going to benefit me like immediately. I think I'm gonna do that one. I feel like that's a good move, especially for like my how I play and kind of my experiences. Okay, let's do that one. We'll do delusion. We're not gonna have oh gosh. Okay. Perfect. And I don't think we got any other ones, right? Or are these ones that I have? Or no. Those are ones I haven't bought, right? Because the little icon next to it shows how much it costs, right? There's just a bunch that I haven't discovered yet. Is what that means. I think so. Okay. I think we are good on that. So we'll do that, and then we'll kind of go over our handbook real quick just to refresh ourselves a little bit here. Let's see what all of our truth bullets are. Yeah, that's my guess as well, Neo. Okay, let's have a look real quick. We're just gonna kind of fly through this real quick. The victim is the ultimate artist, Angie Onaga. The victim's body was discovered in the Ultimate Artist Research Lab. The time of death is approximately 2 a.m. The victim was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso. Additionally, she has lacerations on her forehead. The second victim is the ultimate Aikido master, Tenko Tabashira. The victim's body was discovered in a vacant room on the 4th floor. The estimated time of death is 11 a.m. The victim was stabbed in the back of her neck, resulting in death. No other injuries were detected. See, that's what really throws me off. If the person was doing it from under the floorboard, how would they stab her in the back of the neck, given the way she was positioned? I feel like they would have had to come up above. But that would take a lot of work. Although, granted, we did hear a sound that could have been the floorboards, like, being knocked out of place or knocked back into place. I don't really know. Or maybe it was just that one floorboard. Oh, actually, wait a second. So the floorboard under her was offset. So technically, the person that was underneath could have moved it, reached up, and, like swung it down on her, right? That probably could have created a splatter too. I don't know if the splatter would have necessarily gone directly up like how it was on the cage, but maybe that's what they did. Maybe they reached from under and then got her in the back of the neck. I don't know what the dried blood is about though. And that gap further down, like, I don't really know what's up with that, but maybe it was something like that. Like maybe they were underneath, but that's why the floorboard under her was offset. It gave room for someone to reach up and swing at her, basically. Okay, we'll operate with that as our kind of assumption for now, I guess. Okay. Considering the laceration, the injury on the victim's forehead was not bleeding as much as it should. Bloody piece of duct tape stuck to her hair. The blood on it had already dried. The blood that was flowing from the back of Angie's neck created a pool. A book Monokuma prepared as a motive. Angie attempted to carry out the book's resurrection ritual. The Necronomicon resurrection ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times, then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for 1 use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. The 4 wax effigies that were created for the resurrection ritual, they are exact replicas of the late Rantaro, Kaede, Ryoma, and Kirumi. They were hung upside down from the ceiling beams of the Ultimate Artist Lab, which is so weird. Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. The student council members were Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. This door had a sliding lock. When Angie's body was found, the sliding lock was locked from the inside. The handle of the sliding lock moves at the slightest touch. Something gold and shiny was on the handle. Oh yeah, we think they used the katana. This door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before Angie's body was found, the door was locked, but Kokichi opened it by picking the lock. Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of the Ultimate Artist Lab with his lock-picking skills. It was stabbed into the hung Kaede effigy. Because the katana is so old, the handle's gold leaf rubs off easily. There was blood on the tip. It was taken from the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab, so only the sheath was left in the display case. Anyone could have entered the lab. Okay, and then this one, I think it just has pictures of the inside, yes. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. Then the spirit medium must place their forehead on a stone and curl up like a turtle. They must do this at the center of the circle. After, the other 4 must make the following preparations. Place the iron cage over the spirit medium and then cover that cage with a white cloth. Finally, place the dog god on top of the cage. Take care not to step on the magic circle during the preparations. Finally, turn off all the lights to make it completely dark and your preparations will be complete. The seance will commence once all 4 participants stand at the corners of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song asked, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply with the voice of the spirit you have summoned. A function that Mio had added to Kibo can emit a blinding light from his eyes. Tenko died in a crouched position. The injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. The stone that was by Tenko's body during the seance, Tenko had been crouched over in the iron cage with her forehead on the stone. The iron cage that Tenko was in during the seance, it is around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. Shuichi and Kokichi placed this over Tenko and Himiko removed it. Tenko's blood was on the bottom of the cage. The hole that was in the corner of the room the seance was held in. There is space under the floor so you can see what was dropped there. Yeah, that still throws me off though. I don't even know, Mod. I don't even know. There's so much and I feel like I have no grasp of what happened here. The sheet was over the iron cage during the seance. It's very thick and cannot be seen through. There's blood on the back around the middle of the sheet, but there's no hole in the fabric. Kyo was the one who placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off the cage. We're just reviewing all of our truth bullets before starting the trial. The wooden statue that was put on top of the iron cage during the seance, it weighs about 175 pounds. Shuichi, Kokichi, Kyo, and Himiko worked together to put it up and remove it from the cage. During the seance, there was a loud sound while it was completely dark. The magic circle that was drawn was salt. It was drawn on the floor of the room where the seance was held. After Tenko's body was found, the magic circle was trampled on. That made it impossible to check the original shape. The loose floorboard right below Tenko, it was not loose before the seance. There was dried blood on the bottom part of the floorboard. The sickle that was under the floor of the room the seance was held in. The weapon came from the Ultimate Assassin's Lab. The blade was about 6 inches and the blood was still wet. One of the cross pieces that support the loose floorboard in the room the seance was held in, only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. It was broken naturally, or it wasn't broken naturally. It looked like someone had purposely cut it. Small amount of blood that was on the ground under the floor of the room the seance was held in. It's quite far from where Tenko's blood was dripping. While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room from where the seance was held, he had stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also had a part of a cross piece cut off, the portion that supported the floorboard. Okay. We're just gonna go for it and hope for the best. I think we're still on normal. That's fine. Let's do this. Let's go.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Let's do it.
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
Okay.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Thank you for the hydrate mod.
Spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it?
Oh.
Who killed Angie and Tenko?
She's finally talking.
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Girl, what?
What do you mean?
The transfer student.
Girl.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. Y'all already know what we gotta do. Let me get my notes up. Okay, so we got... Monokuma, File 3, Necronomicon, effigies hung upside down. I forget what the last one was.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Forehead injury. Well, probably because the Necronomicon wasn't even like burned, which it had to be for this whole thing to even like work. I'm going to say that's maybe the evidence we'll use here.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Oh,
No!
God damn it. Every time I mess
So,
up the
ritual
controls.
did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Every damn time.
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected.
We're gonna have to
The
listen
culprit
again.
is the late Rantaro Amami.
Please, stop it!
Don't you make up lies about my man Rantaro. What the fuck? Also, thank you for the posture check and the stretchy. Let me sit up a little bit. Oh, my hip just popped. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, and big stretch. Ah! Okay. Alrighty. Alright, this isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Yeah, Rentaro would never. Good, I don't know if it's technically a good pop, but it didn't hurt. It more so just surprised me. But I don't know if it's really supposed to be doing that or not. You know what I mean? But it didn't hurt. So, maybe a neutral pop. Were all those statements correct?
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Did work.
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
Okay, I think did work because we can say no, it didn't because the Necronomicon is still, it's still together. It has not been burned to ash.
This crime was
Let's try
committed
that.
by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual... That's wrong!
Nice. Yeah, I guess so, Mod.
I don't
We'll
think
see.
Angie's
Keep you
ritual
updated.
succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Yup.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Exactly.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Nope, I don't think so.
Oh,
He's
I
still
guess you're
dead,
right.
unfortunately.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about?
Necronomicon.
There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just
Whoa.
kidding. I wouldn't waste a
Eris,
resurrection on
please get off.
Monodum's corpse.
Thank you.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
I hate that Tsumugi is also now getting on my nerves.
There's no way that
Angie
could happen,
really
idiots.
fucked everything up.
Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
What happened? Part labs, front door,
The
back door,
culprit
lock
used a
picking.
katana to kill Angie.
Pause. Okie She's lock picking. And what was the last one?
And it was found.
Tsumugi's account. Okay. I'll stay on that. Maybe she's gonna talk about
Kyo's
the
research lab, which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see?
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in,
animations.
and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Could Kyo really the culprit? Does that story fit with the facts? Okay, I need to hear everything again.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you...
So, the blue means I can agree with it, right?
Kyo, automatically suspicious!
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see?
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Did not care. Okay. If the victim is two different killers, only the first one gets punished. So we have to figure out who killed Angie, basically. And the other one, I guess, just gets away with it. The one who killed Tenko, if they're a different person, they just get away with it. Which is crazy to me, but you know.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
Okay, broke in.
And murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Alright, let me think about this. So we can either agree with the katana being found in Kyo's research lab. We can disagree. Okay, truck, calm down out there. We can disagree with Kyo saying he doesn't care about the katana. Or we can disagree with Miyu saying that he broke in. What was Tsumugi's account again? Wait, where is it? Oh, here we go. Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. The student council members were going to Kibo, Hibiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. So... I don't think we can really disprove that he didn't care about the katana, so I don't think it's that. And I don't really know that we need to agree with the katana being found in the research lab. Like, yeah, of course, you know? So I think the one we need to shoot is broke in. That he broke in. According to Mio, we need to disagree with that. Which one do we use though? So This one is the one, it has a sliding lock. I don't think we'd use that one because it seems like you can't really like break into that one. Unless like maybe like slamming your body against the door could move the sliding lock, since it says like the slightest touch, but I think that means like the touch to the sliding lock inside. So I don't think it's that one. I guess maybe we could say this one just on the basis that like we know that it can be broken, like the lock can be picked. Though we don't have any reason to believe that Kyo knows how to pick locks, but I mean, I guess we don't know they can't. I mean, neither of the doors looked like they were broken into like by force, you know what I mean? And this just says that Angie wouldn't have unlocked it for Kyo, basically. But we're not talking about her opening it. We're talking about him breaking it down. Or breaking in. Let me listen to them one more time.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
I'm not really sure. I don't really feel confident, but I think we just need to try something. Sometimes whenever we get it wrong, we at least get like additional dialogue that kind of helps push us in the right direction. So let's just give it a go. I think I'm gonna do something against broke in. I think I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna do Art Lab's front door, I guess. Let's try that.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie.
I don't feel confident about it, but maybe
and
we'll get...
And it was found in Kyo's research lab.
Some dialogue that will help us.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were
we can test out our recharge, our influence thing, I guess. Right side.
I did not care about some katana.
Like, see how much it does.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom.
Broken.
Does that mean it was wrong, or did I miss? I think that means it's wrong because they're commenting on it, right? Whether Kyo had a key or not, Angie still would have... Okay. So in that case, I think we could use Tsumugi's account. I still don't really get that with broke in because broke in is talking about breaking in, not being let in, but regardless, let's try that. I guess. And from there, he could have pinned her down and murdered her just like that. Okay. Let's
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie.
It's Tsumugi's, right? Where she says that. She would not unlock the door unless... Okay, yeah.
And it was found in Kyo's research lab.
Oh, I mean, it goes up decently.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken
It goes
that
up a
katana,
bit more
you
than I
see.
thought.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I feel like
I
I'll
did
recover
not care about some katana.
without really noticing.
Just admit it, you
a
shit-eating
nice skill.
worm. You went to the classroom.
Okay, nice.
That's wrong!
I still don't really get that with the wording. The wording of broke in throws me off with that
No,
argument,
Kyo
but
would not have been able to enter Angie's
I'm glad
lab.
we got the additional information that pushed us in the right direction. That's what we needed. Okay. No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how clever.
No.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko.
Wait.
She was besties
Did
with
Angie
Angie.
have a little halo and angel wings drawn on? Oh my god.
I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Bruh.
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
Mm-hmm.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
I'm just curious, because I forget. Oh, okay, I do F1 during these parts. That lets me save, because we probably won't make it to the halfway point. Okay, I can't be actively in a minigame. Okay, that trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
Oh my god.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What ifs? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Oh, are we gonna get a panic?
I'm not the culprit.
Not the culprit.
Okay. Let's mentally prepare for this. It's gonna be overstimulating.
We must.
Okay, hold on. So we got backdoor, Kokichi's lockpicking. I think I still saw Tsumugi's account there.
Consider other possibilities.
And Necronomicon, okay. And I kind of forget.
Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
I need to pay attention to one person at a time.
that's utterly impossible.
For last night.
A dead chick
Gonta
can't be
and
the
Lou talking to
culprit.
bug
Let's
friends.
start with Gonta.
Why?
Only
Much
student
better
council
than being
members
out
had
too late
access.
at night.
Look, I don't know who the
Ask
I
culprit
didn't know
friends
robots
if Kyo
told
doubt
such boring
Gonta.
lies.
but it's definitely
I
not me.
Is that a robophobic remark?
Okay, there were several suspicious statements, but one is obviously inconsistent. Listen carefully, sort the statements in my head, and find the answer. Okay, let's do
other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
is.
robots told such boring lies.
not necessarily true,
Is that a
Kokichi.
robophobic remark?
Could be Kokichi's lockpicking on that one. Let's listen to Tsumugi though.
We must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
is.
robots told such boring lies.
But it's definitely not
Is
me.
that a robophobic remark?
Oh, I don't think she even had a point to shoot at, did she? Okay, let's do the lockpicking with Kokichi, I think. Yep. Let's try that.
We must consider other possibilities.
Which is interesting because he's not even one
Surely
of
there
the
must
like
be suspects outside the student council.
3, but his statement is the one that's
That's
like
utterly impossible.
suspicious.
A dead chick
Classic
Not just
can't be
Kokichi,
the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members.
I heard it.
Nice, nice, nice. That one's not that bad. I just have to like force myself
No,
to
it
read the
wasn't just
text
student
on the
council members
screen
that could have opened
for
that
each
lab
one
door.
individually. It's not that bad if I do that. So I thought I would hate that one a lot more, and I don't love it, but it's like manageable. I just have to do it like in a specific way, which I feel like is probably the way most people do it anyway. Unless there's someone out there that can listen to all 3 at once. If you can, you're impressive as fuck to me. I'm not that girl. But, okay, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
Kokichi, come on.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have.
Come on, my man.
Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
I bet
So
you
you're going to
did.
pretend you don't remember, huh?
Fact that you have the skill to auto-kill the chains definitely helps. Oh, yeah, I noticed that happening, and I guess I forgot that I have that skill because I didn't really know why they were doing that. Having to click it multiple times fast to get behind them to what may be important statement makes it harder. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a game changer then from how you described it. Definitely a necessary skill for me. That makes it much more manageable. Okay, you're gonna pretend.
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Love that.
I picked the lock to her lab.
I
snuck
really
into
do.
the room,
I do love,
and then
how they
wham! Killed
move the
Angie.
person up. It's such a small thing, but it's such a nice detail.
The culprit was me, all along.
Sure.
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
Right.
And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Bruh.
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
He's such a troll.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit, how did you lock the room?
Huh? It's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method?
Are we talking about that door specifically, or are you talking about the other door?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
Oh god, I don't remember which door's which. I think it's the back door that's the sliding
That's
lock.
The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Oh, hold on. I forget how you do this one. Oh, right. We delete like pieces that are like the same color to get more revealed, right? Something like that. So we select the image with the, okay, and delete a piece with the left. I don't really know how concentrate works here, but okay. Hello? It's not reacting when I hit escape. Let me out. Okay. Oh yeah, and it changes the color of pieces. I forgot about that part. Wait, so what's the question? It is the katana, isn't it? Do I have to have it completely showing? I think it has to be completely uncovered, right? If I remember correctly. Uh-oh, how do I get rid of one? Oh. Well, goddamn. Okay. Oh, that's what the other ones were. Okay, cool. Perfect!
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
I picked the right spot to start from.
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with a katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose. What could that have been? I don't know. I never figured that out. The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh, it's this one. Okay. and I forget, how do I do this one? So A and D, accelerate with W. Concentrate, is concentrate just slow down basically? Or I can accelerate with my mouse. I think I just get boxes to get words, don't I, basically? But I can't hit other cars. Handle of the sliding lock. Oh, oops. And then I have to pick up like a woman, right? The hilt, right? Oh yeah, I have to run her over. It's so silly. All right, next question. Let's do it. I like this one. I like this one so much better than Logic Dive. So much better. Was done to move or make the katana turn the lock. Okay. Stabbed into it. Yay! Next question. This is the last one, right? I think so. All right, let's go. I crashed. Do I lose if I crash? Oh no, I'm good. Oh, it's just a little bump. You're fine. You're fine. So dramatic. Maybe I should have just like slowed down and kind of trailed behind it. I tried to cut in front of it. Was effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Maybe like swung? Let's see what our options are. Swinging it back and forth, spinning it, making it fall. I think swinging. Go with that. Oh, it was wrong. Spinning it? Oh, maybe spinning it then. That's true. That makes more sense with the motion of sliding it in a direction, like left or right. Now that I think about it. Let's try spinning it. All right. Perfect.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
So they could spin it, leave the room, close the door, and it would still be spinning, so it would hit it. I guess is the idea. It's creative. Gotta give them that.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope.
How dare they
and
do
then
that to
swiftly
Kaede?
leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
Girl, why are you drooling?
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's
Oh,
fault?
they probably mean like they could try the door to see if it was truly locked. And if it wasn't, go back in, spin again, try again until it did successfully lock, right?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
I think they chose Kaede for that specifically to fuck with Shuichi. Might be less likely to be able to think of it effectively when the representation of his dead kind of almost girlfriend was the one stabbed. It's definitely possible.
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
Whoa. No fucking way.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
See, but you can never be sure.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Huh?
Okay, I'll start right now.
All right, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
Kokichi!
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Bruh.
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Oh my god, Kokichi!
Cum dumpster!
Oh my god!
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
What should we talk about now?
Gota's like, I don't even know how to change the subject.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Ace, I'm so sorry. You know, I think just you should, anytime you come into my stream and this is the game I'm playing, you should just be wary. Because you never know what someone's gonna say. You know? You never know. And especially if you see that girl, Miyu, on the screen, just, you know, I won't blame you if you just immediately exit out of stream. You know, I don't blame you. She makes me tired. She makes me tired. Me. You know? That's saying something. I'm so sorry. I think they're moving on though. I think they're done for now.
Don't forget Himiko.
I have no
She's also a
explanation
part of the
for
student
that.
council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
You never know.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn my fan
Fine.
off. I'm getting cold.
It's just a waste of time.
A suspect?
Uh-oh. I don't know that she's gonna take that.
Never kill Angie!
Well, Tenko.
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next?
All right, I'm good. I don't
wanna
want to
hear everyone's
traumatize
opinion.
anyone out here, you
what
know?
would you say to get yourself off the suspect
That
list?
was crazy. That was a crazy interaction, you know? Just insane. Calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers, what should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list?
Is it gonna do the...
Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
The keywords one, maybe?
That's
I'm trying to
sort of a
predict what they're gonna do.
question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why?
Oh, oops. Why did Tenko have to die? Sorry, guys.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
Oh, God damn it. I
What
keep
do you
accidentally clicking. Got you exactly where I wanted Himiko.
mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our
It's
time?
not meaningless!
Oh. Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
You tell him.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive.
Ooh.
But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. And now, it's too late. I can't complain to her. Are they hurt? It's too late.
Yeah, seriously! It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. All right. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
You go,
The name
girl.
of the curse is Death Curse.
Oh, damn.
I
A little scary.
suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run! I won't forgive something so messed up!
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Kaito.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
I love the, like, shadows of the person they're talking to in the foreground. I can't remember if they always did that.
Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional? Yeah, so what were we talking about before the topic shift? Kaito shifted things, huh? Shifting from Himiko's, or not Himiko, Angie's, right? What about before Himiko started talking about that? Oh, right, for them all to prove their innocence. Against Angie, right? Okay.
So, what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Thank God for the log.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
What did you just call her?
Tancrotch!
People who attended the seance. These ones.
That's it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
True. She did pick the room.
Oh, right.
Also, We should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Does it mean like this thing down the corner here?
There!
Okay.
You're talking about under the
That's
floor,
true.
right?
Himiko does be getting accused a lot, don't she? What's going on, Himiko? I just love to blame her.
Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl
But
space
how many
under the
times
floor
does
a
she have
person
to be
can move
blamed
through.
before it ends up being true, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's always not true, but maybe. That might change. We'll see.
There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we
Okay, but the
consider
hole in the
that
corner of the room was like
possibility,
one plank.
there is
It's not
another
big enough for a
suspect.
person to fit through. At least it didn't look like it was, but...
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer. The culprit sneaked in.
Here, hold on.
In during the seance by
Floorboard.
crawling.
Evo's flashlight function. And since I'm on this one, does that mean it's the last one? I think it does. Does this mean this is one I can lie with, Neo? Is this the singing you're talking about, or is it a different song? I'm just trying to like pay attention so I can know for future reference. Hi Semi, what's up? It is fun. We're trying our best out here. It's been pretty successful so far with the trial. I think we've only gotten one wrong answer, which means now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm about to get a wrong answer. Because that seems to always be how that works out. But thank you so much, Semi. Thanks so much. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're doing good. We're actually I'm probably going to do this nonstop debate, and then I'm probably going to just stop here. I was hoping I might get to the midway point, but I don't think it doesn't feel like we're winding down to that. So I think I'm probably just gonna save after this nonstop debate and call it for today, but we'll see how it goes and what it leads into. Yeah, thank you so much for popping in. That's the lyrics, but I wasn't listening to see if it started on the... I think it did. I think it started right away, which is what made me ask, but we'll see. When it's the debate song with added echoes, like right now, you can lie. Oh, like the kind of reverb or whatever, or not reverb, but like, yeah, like it's kind of like going like, Is that what you mean? Okay, but so I can lie in this one, it sounds like. Okay, I hate lying because I'm not good at it. But we're gonna try. Okay, now remind me, does it mean I have to lie, or is it just an option? Because I think in the last trial, there was one where I had to lie. Like, I think it forced me to, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong, though. It's been a while. But okay, so I think those are our 4... Oops. Let's have a listen.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light?
Okay. Our villain had a light. I believe there's at least one mandatory one per trial, but also at least one optional one for a back route that gives alternate dialogue and extra points. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. That's good to know. So, but we have no way of knowing which one we're forced to lie in, right? At least, not by a sound cue or something.
You mean Candle?
Okay, so our villain had a light was a disagree. Candle is an agree. Okay, perfect. Got it. Thank you guys.
Mean Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have
Point
used that
fingers.
function to get under the floor and sneak into.
Okay, could have used the function to get under the floor. Is a disagree.
To the empty room during
Which
the seance.
I think is already wrong, because that would mean that the light would have to be on while he's using it, and we would see that he's got the light on. But let's keep listening. I'm gonna loop it again too.
Said, hold on a second.
Before we make
He
any
used his
moves.
robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
I love Kokichi's just like, what? Hold on. Let me accuse you more. Classic Kokichi. Okay, it's true that with a little light you could move around under the floor. But is that possible?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean Candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said, hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Let me look at all my
Hold
options
on
again.
a second.
Let me look. Let's look. So we have cage child, loose floorboard, Kibo's flashlight function, and hole in the corner. So let me read each one. So the cage child, in order to perform the cage child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, dark place with no light, blah, blah, blah. Basically just saying that the lights have to be off, pretty much. At least that's the relevant portion here. Then we have loose floorboard. The loose floorboard right below Tenko. It was not loose before the seance. There was dried blood on the bottom of the floorboard. Kibo's flashlight function. Function that Miyu had added to Kibo. He can emit a blinding light from his eyes. And hole in the corner, a hole that was in the corner of the room the seance was held in. There's space under the floor so you can see what was dropped there. Oh, right, because that's where the sickle was, right? It was underneath that floorboard opening. Okay, and then our points are... Oh, right, but we can lie as well. So our villain had a light we can disagree with. Candle we can agree with. And could have used the function to get under the floorboard. I don't know how we lie about any of these things. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to lie with this one. Maybe I don't have to. But I don't think there's anything we can do with Candle, at least. I don't think that's the one. I will say that. So that leaves our villain had a light, which we can disagree with, or could have used, Kibo could have used the function to get under the floor. But I don't really know. Because I guess with that we're arguing, since it's Kibo we're talking about, at least in that last point, we know Kibo wasn't in the room, so he would have gotten under the floorboards in like an adjacent room. So even if he had his light on to do that, presumably nobody else was in there with him, so they wouldn't be there to see it anyway. So there's not really a problem with that. Our villain had a light. I mean, again, if they're in the other room, I don't really see a problem with that. I think the only problem there could be with that is because of the hole in the corner. If someone was using a light underneath, we would see it coming out from the hole in the corner, right? Even if the light like wasn't directly under that open floorboard, we would still see it like spilling out a little bit, because that's just how light works. Unless it's like so dim that it doesn't reach that far, I guess. Which I don't think it's true, because when we were under there was a candle down there and we could see the sickle, and if the light didn't reach that far, we wouldn't be able to see the sickle. It'd be in shadow, right? So I feel like maybe we could disagree with our villain had a light. So I don't know how they would do it in the dark, so I don't really know. But if it is Kibo, maybe he has a see in the dark option. Maybe he has night vision. Like I said before. So I guess it's still, even if there wasn't a light under there. But we saw a light under, oh God, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to lie. Or, well, yeah, pretty much just how to lie. Not even considering how the lie would help me. Maybe I should just try one. Again, use the technique we did earlier just to get more information that will push us in the right direction, maybe. Because I'm not really sure. So if I'm gonna do that... I think I'm gonna try hole in the corner against our villain had a light. I don't feel confident about it, but I think that's what I'm gonna try.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Give it a go.
By crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see...
Oh,
That's
lit!
wrong.
Let's go! I wasn't confident about that. Yay! Let's
don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor.
Okay, hold on. I wanna, just because in case it goes like straight into another nonstop debate after hearing the explanation of this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and save. Just so I have a good stopping point since I am getting ready to wrap up here. Let me do that real quick. If we have to replay the explanation a little bit, that's okay. Okay, but I want to see what he says here. I don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor.
There was a hole in the corner of the room.
I want to know how you could have lied with this, though.
If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me, because like it probably doesn't matter, right? At this point, since we're past it, assuming it doesn't matter now, because
So
I am
was
curious.
not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
Okay, I think I'm gonna resave here. Or actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it where I had it. That'll give us a little, help us remember where we left off, like what we were just talking about. Because I don't know if it'll let me see the log. But okay. I think I'm going to stop here. This feels like a decent enough place. Because I'm paranoid, let me make sure I saved. Yes, okay. Just in case. All right, and I think we're going to stop here. Let me return to the title. For this part of the trial, you would have needed to use Kibo's flashlight function. You would turn it into a lie, flashlight drawbacks, and you'd use it on Miyu's statement, which was the could have used the function to get under the floor. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. But all right. Okay. You know, I feel like we did pretty good here. We're making good progress, even though I have no idea really what's going on. We're just kind of winging it as we go. But that said, I feel like we're doing okay. So we'll just see how it goes next week. I'm hoping that maybe we can finish the whole rest of the trial next week, but usually whenever I play this, I do it like first half, second half. And since we didn't quite get through the first half, even though I know they're not always like a perfect halfway point, but you know what I mean. That's still typically how I do it. I don't know if we'll be able to get through the whole rest of the trial next time, but we'll definitely try. We're gonna try our best and see what happens. So, Shuichi claims it blinds Kibo to use and Kibo panics to try to play along. Then I believe eventually Maki brings up the hole in the corner. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. All right, cool. Well, that's gonna be it from me today, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll be back with more Danganronpa V3 next Thursday. So if you're interested to see how this trial plays out, be sure to pop back in next Thursday. But until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a lovely, lovely Friday tomorrow and a lovely, lovely weekend. Like I said, my parents are visiting this weekend, so I'm very excited to see them. Should be nice, should be fun. And just gonna chill, you know, all that good stuff. Hopefully read a little bit. And yeah, we'll be back next week with more Strange Antiquities, Ace Attorney, and of course Danganronpa V3. But until then, y'all take care of yourselves, stay warm, have a good weekend, have a good Friday, and y'all know the drill. Make sure to hydrate, make sure to eat something if you haven't already, and make sure to do something that will make you smile before bed. All right, you guys, and I'll see you very, very soon in the next one. Bye-bye, good night.